Alright, so I'm going to try here to do a video of a video. So in this video, I'm showing various strikes. Okay, so you can strike to mean to hit with your fists or your feet. Okay, let's take a look here. Here's a punching bag. Here I'm striking it with my closed fist. I'm punching it. And here I'm demonstrating what part of my body I'm using to strike, which is my fists, closed balled fist. There I'm demonstrating that we're using the blade of the hand, the blade of the arm, the sharp part of the arm. So this part of the hand, this part of the arm, we call it the blade of the arm. Okay, for chopping. Next up I'm showing my elbows, and then I'm gonna, as a weird strike, bad strike. Here I'm using my elbows, this part, and I'm driving my elbows into the punching bag. I'm striking the punching bag with my elbows. Next up I'm going to my knees. So I'm striking the punching bag with my knees. We call this kneeing. So here we have with the closed fists, punching. With the blade of the arm, we have this as chopping. With striking with the elbow, it is elbowing. Striking with the knees before, it's called kneeing. Now I'm striking, I'm hitting with my feet. Okay, I'm extending my feet to drive my foot into the punching bag. I'm kicking. So this type of strike is called a kick. Okay, I'm doing a back kick. Okay. Here I'm gonna headbutt the punching bag, but it was a failure. I was very sweaty. The punching bag was very dirty, and it was very gross on my face. So I did like this to say, don't do that. Headbutt an opponent. Headbutt someone you're fighting, but don't headbutt dirty punching bags when you're sweaty. Here I'm adjusting the camera. Adjusting the angle to try to get some more footage of me striking the punching bag from another vantage point, from another perspective. Okay, let's see what we have here. I think I was going back to double check. Okay, here, again, we're talking about striking with the fists, a closed fist, punching. I'm extending my arm, I'm thrusting my fists into the punching bag. I'm punching the punching bag, I'm striking the punching bag. Here again, we're showing the blade of the hand, going from the hand down the forearm. I'm chopping the punching bag, okay? And again, I'm tapping the elbows to show what I'm striking with next. I'm elbowing the punching bag. I'm striking with my elbows. And you see I hit somewhat a little bit here and there, but the main point is to get the bone of the elbow. Here I'm kneeing the punching bag again. I'm striking it with my knees. And here we're going to demonstrate some kicks again. Oddly enough, I didn't do any actual side kicks. These are just straight front kicks. There's a side kick there. You can also kick with your shin, where you strike with your shin, the front blade of your leg. Okay. Another back kick here. I believe at this point I have forgotten to demonstrate something. If you use your open hand, you thrust. So okay, so palm strike or palm thrust. Yeah, I wasn't ready. I didn't have my wrist set properly, and it kind of hurt my wrist a little bit, so I readjusted. Started off kind of awkwardly here. There we go. I had the punching bag set too low for some reason in this video. And there I'm finished. Okay, so various strikes. We have punches, kicks, chops, palm thrusts. To recap, to go over, to review the strikes. Okay, with a closed fist, a closed hand. We have a punch, okay, with the blade of the arm. Okay, again, where the bone runs along here from the blade of the hand here, following the wrist down to the elbow. We have to strike, to chop. Okay, so first, you know, they were boxing. The boxers punched each other. Okay, he punched him, the other guy punched him. And then to chop, you think you can chop up your vegetables, and similarly with a knife, but also physically if you get into a fight, karate chop. You chop. It's very funny. But you chop, okay? With the elbows, okay, often used in Muay Thai, elbows and knees, okay, so to elbow someone, okay, so often we hear or use the terminology elbow. So let's say you and your buddy, you and your friend are standing somewhere and you want to quickly get their attention, and they're looking over here, and you go, hey, look, 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 look over there. You wouldn't believe it. It's Jim Carrey, somebody famous. I don't know. And so it doesn't have to be forceful. You can kind of, poke them, jab them with your elbow. Bump them with your elbow, drive your elbow into them. So I elbowed my brother to remind him to pay attention to what was happening. But again, also in terms of fighting, combat, to physically try to apply force and input force into someone, to cause damage, to cause harm, you elbow someone. Okay, so you don't want to get elbowed, man. It hurts. Any type of strike hurts, but I think particularly with the elbows and the knees, these are hard bones, and they can definitely do some damage, some major damage. To strike with the knee, to knee someone. Okay, so you knee someone. You in fighting movies, you see somebody gets kneed in the stomach. Oftentimes the bad guy grabs a good guy and he knees him in the stomach, and they kind of fold over, go, oh, they hold their stomach and they bend over in pain. They recoil in pain. To kick, I think I passed kick already. So in the video, I only did kind of front and back kicks, but you can also kick with the flat part of your foot and your shin, which is the front of your calf where the bone runs down. Okay, so that if you rub your leg, I don't think I can get my knee up on the camera. If you run your hand from the front of your knee down, you can feel that sharp bone. That's your shin. So you can also kick with this part. I mean, you don't want to kick with that part because you can break that easily. But that part, as well as the front top part of your foot, can also be used as a kick. And then again, the open hand to palm thrust, to drive your palms into something. And so I'm saying drive, and maybe don't get it confused with drive a car. So similarly, to drive something, if you have a nail and a hammer and you beat or bang or pound the nail in with the hammer, you're driving the nail in. Okay, so to drive something in means to push it into with force. Okay, this image behind me is the backyard. And if I want to set up a tent, okay, we have stakes, S-T-A-K-E, not the steak that you eat. And you are going to drive a stake into the ground to hold the tent down, okay? So the same way with punching, I extend my arm, and with force and power, I am trying to drive my fist into my target, okay? Same thing with elbowing, I elbow someone, I'm driving or forcing or pushing my elbow into the target. Okay. Punching, kicking, elbowing, chopping, palm thrusting. And so with all of these, we are extending. Okay. So I'm extending my arm when I punch, extending my legs when I kick. I think I said extending my foot earlier, but I extend my leg. I guess with elbowing, you're not extending your elbow. You're extending. I guess you'd be extending your arm in a way, but not the whole arm. That's not. Let me not confuse myself and confuse you as well. But again, to extend, to stretch out. Okay, to drive it forward, to push it forward. I hope this has been informational for you. I hope it's been interesting I'm sorry, I got some glare in my glasses here. I hope this has been interesting for you to watch and learn about a few of the different types of strikes that we can do. Thanks for watching. Take care, be well, and see you next time. Peace.